Jonas, you climbed the Col de Pertus something like 35 seconds faster than Tadej, and you out-sprinted him on the finish line. What do you know now about yourself that you didn't know this morning?
Oh, I know that at least I don't have to be afraid of, losing the level during the stages. I mean, I think I could ride almost harder on that climb than on the climb before. So I think I can be super happy with my performance. Of course, he had that attack that could drop me, but yeah, I could come back from fighting my way back, and then still beat him on the finish line was a bit of a surprise for me, to be honest.
When he exploded off the front on the Puy-Marie, you seemed a little bit out of position. Perhaps you didn't respond immediately. No,
to be honest, I was directly on his wheel, but at that point I didn't have like the crazy acceleration. So yeah, I decided to go with my own pace, and from there I actually tried to kind of just limit the losses, and then then all of a sudden on this next climb I could see him again, and then luckily I closed the gap to him.
And one final question: when you think on the 4th of April, you didn't know if you'd be here in July, and to where you are now, that's a giant leap.
Yeah, that's true. At that moment I didn't even know whether I would live or not, so to be here winning a stage is, it's pretty crazy, to be honest.
Remco, 25 seconds was a gap in the end, plus some bonus seconds on the line. You pulled one out of the hat there. That's a good result for you after a difficult stage.
Yeah, for sure. I think Tadej's attack was very brutal again. Very big attack. He went from quite far away. And if you see that the only guy that could go across was Jonas, I think then we know who the two best riders in the race are. For myself, I just needed to find my own rhythm in the climbs, in the descents, on the flats, which was a good decision because in the end I finished about 25 seconds behind the guys and 1 minute 30 in front of the group behind me. So I think, pretty good result, and happy with that.
I don't know, we heard some about that you and Primoz was down in a crash in the end, or not you? Okay. So what you take out, as you said, you think you saw the two best riders in this race, but does it change anything in where you need to be in this race, also on the podium? I mean, where do you see yourself now?
Well, I think today was a very special stage. It was very explosive. The start was very long. And also, the climbs weren't the longest, but quite brutal ones. So it was a different stage than the ones that are going to come up in the Pyrenees and in the Alps. So I think I just need to be happy with that I limit the time loss quite well. I think probably it's mainly Primoz and I that are fighting for third spot. So it's going to be quite a big battle to try and stay in front of him, because he's a tough one. About the crash, I hope he's doing well. There was the 3-kilometer rule today, so he took the time that I had today, fortunately for him. So I think we're doing well. We need to focus on this podium spot, try to keep it as long as possible, hopefully till after the last time trial. And for now, we can only be satisfied halfway the tour. Still in second is very, very good.
And Remco, when you were on the wheel of Jonas forcing the pace on the Pertus, what was that like?
Painful. I mean, he's the only one that went across on that climb, so he went really fast. You could feel that he still had something left. So I expect him to be outstanding in the longer mountains. If you see the pace that he did on that climb, but in the end, I could keep up a pace for myself as well. That brought me back to Primoz and even put him a bit under pressure. So I need to be happy. I need to be happy with my form, and I'm just doing my best.
Can you try to describe the last 30 kilometers when you took off, and the arm wrestling between you and Jonas?
I tried with a long range attack. I had a good gap, but Jonas went really good on the second climb, and then we went to the finish. We cooperate pretty well, and today Jonas was better in the sprint, which is really it's a good thing to see that he's at this level, like everyone was doubting, and for sure today we see that he's at his best, and it's gonna be a tight battle for the finish, and I'm really looking forward for Pyrenees. it was a really great day of racing today, and yeah, let's go to 2 sprint stages now, and then Pyrenees is going to be exciting.
With all due respect, did you blow up a little bit in the final?
Maybe, yeah, it was after that kind of day, maybe was not the best sprint, but on the climb before where Jonas caught up with me, I think he just did an incredible job there. For me, I did pretty solid. I was honestly not expecting that he would close a gap that fast, but yeah, he did, and chapeau to him. And then we went. I think we were both more or less at the same level at the finish, but yeah, I miscalculated a bit in the end, and I missed a little bit of power in the sprint. But anyway, good day.
Okay.